Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a short channeled message from Spirit from information that I have been downloading and receiving over the past couple of months, but more frequently the messages have been repeating over the last couple of weeks and now the last couple of days. So if you haven't been to my channel before, I am an illustrator and a tarot and oracle deck creator. I channel messages from Spirit, and then I use my intuition and my oracle and tarot decks to seek clarification on the messages that I am receiving. So I use all of my own illustrated tarot and oracle decks in my readings. If you are interested in any of those, the links to those can be found in the description. But let's get on to the message. The last 4 years I have spent switching off my brain, turning on my intuition, and listening to the guidance and the messages that I receive from God. And now I am starting to channel those messages, relay that information out through my YouTube channel. So if you have stumbled across this message, it is for a reason. It may be just that you're meant to hear it. There may be something within the message that is important and relevant for you. So I will begin. The last few days, and actually if you have been following me on social media or on this channel, you will know that I use music as a medium to get clarification from Spirit, from God, from the universe, whatever you want to call it. And I always put my songs on random shuffle. Oftentimes I will ask a question. Oftentimes it is simply, what do you want to tell me today? And there will be usually a message that presents within the first couple of random shuffle songs. Now, when I get a song that repeats over many days or many weeks that comes up in my random shuffles, I take notice, and a song that has been coming up frequently and over the past couple of weeks, more so over the last couple of days, and then again today when I was driving, was Bonnie Raitt's song Just Like That. Now that song won the Grammy Award in 2023, and I think people were a bit shocked that it won. It's a great song, but it kind of came left of field. And so I think this message that is coming through to me may come left of field to people, and I think nothing happens. You know, there are no coincidences. That song was meant to win that award last year, and I think the reason is going to be explained within this message, hopefully. So, if you haven't heard the song, I will link it in the description box, but it is about a mother who loses a child, and she can't get over the grief of losing that child, and one day she gets a knock on the door, and for some reason she feels compelled to let the man inside, and then learns that he is the recipient of her son's heart. So her son was an organ donor, and this gentleman hugs her, and she puts her head on his chest, and the lyrics are just like that. She was reunited with her son. So I believe there is something in that song that will play out in world history, world circumstances over the coming months, over the coming years, and we will look back on that song and we will say, I get it. So for the past few months, I've been, as everybody has been, following the events in the Middle East, and I have been quite taken aback by the random things that pop up in my feed on YouTube and Instagram. But as I said, I take them as messages, and I will go and explore that information. So first and foremost, probably before Christmas, multiple times this same particular story popped up in my feed on Instagram, and it was two journalists, I think back in the 80s or the 90s, many years ago, more than 10 years ago. They were interviewing a lady who worked at a laboratory. And sorry, I paused there because I think, oh, am I meant to say this? But I am, because it was an interview that I saw. So it is out there. They were interviewing a lady that worked in an Israeli laboratory in regards to the fact that Israel has got a large bank of human skin. So presumably they're using it for burns and for skin cancers and medical treatment. And the journalist said to the particular lady, and she was quite taken aback with the question, but he said, you must have a very generous donations from Israeli people if you have that much human skin in your laboratories, in your skin bank. And she said no. She said Israelis don't generally donate. Whether that's true or not, as I said, it was an interview that I watched, a journalist with an interview, and I kind of just I didn't think too much about it. I just sort of thought, um, that's a bit strange. The insinuation from the journalist was that the skin that they had banked in their laboratory was actually from other areas of the region. So I thought not too much about it, and then I kept getting this Bonnie Raitt song. A couple of weeks later, again, popping up in my feed, there was a story, I think it was the FBI, had done a 10-year investigation on a human organ trafficking racket. So a group of individuals, I think some of them are American, some of them are Israeli. I don't know where else they were from. I've tried to find this story and I can't find it. But 10-year investigation on the harvesting of organs, the illegal, let me say, the illegal harvesting of organs. So it's been a 10-year investigation on the illegal harvesting of organs in the region of people that have passed away. Now, not Israeli people, people that have passed away in the region, and this 10-year criminal investigation on these individuals, and now there are individuals in custody because of this investigation. So the fact that I keep getting this song, and I got it again this morning, and I thought, oh, what am I meant to do with this? As I thought that in my head, in front of me, changing lanes and pulling in front of me was the 7 News first news van. So that's, you know, the local news station. And on the back of it, it said, in the news tonight. And I thought, it's going to come out. It's actually going to come out that there has been more than this inquiry, this 10-year investigation, or that there is going to be more inquiries, or that somebody, and for me, I'm really sensing that it's somebody of prominence in the US, because that song is about somebody coming to her door and giving thanks to her for the gift of life that their child has been given, or that, sorry, the gift that her child, the gift of life that her child gave them. And so if you think of these people who are having their skin harvested and their body parts illegally taken and sold off on the black market, there are families who are missing their loved ones whose bodies were never returned, and that's a, you know, that's a tragedy in itself. But if you were the recipient of that, knowingly or unknowingly, the recipient of an organ from somebody, and I think it's going to come out in the news that somebody of high profile, whether it's them or their child, or it's going to come out in the news that somebody of high profile was the recipient of illegal organ donation. And it's interesting because again, you know, random things pop up in my feed, especially on YouTube. And my rule is that I will always watch the first thing that pops up. When I first open YouTube, the first thing that pops up, I will watch, whether it is somebody that I'm subscribed to or somebody that I'm not. And the last couple of days, my mind has been blown. I've actually taken the last fortnight to do a lot of research. If you have been watching any of my previous readings, I am extremely interested in the Pluto and Aquarius transit that is happening starting from January 20 and for the next 20 years. So Pluto takes 248 years to make its way around the zodiac cycle, around the zodiac sign, sorry. And currently it's in Aquarius, and every time it's in Aquarius, major revolution happens. So previously was in the 1770s. We saw the French Revolution, the American Revolution, many other things, and I'm in the process of collating a whole heap of information for a big reading on Pluto and Aquarius. And one thing that popped up was a reading in relation to the transits of the solar eclipses over the last 7 years through the USA. Now, in regards to this reading, and the messages I've been receiving, I actually believe that it pertains to something that will come to light in the USA. That's my feeling. This particular reading that I was watching, and it was a couple of hours long, and I just take the bits of relevance from it. But she was tracking the line, the trajectory that the solar eclipse would actually make across America, and it was from the two previous solar eclipses and then the one that will happen on the 8th of April this year, 2024. And what she noted was that the mark of the solar eclipses actually created, essentially it's a sideways A. So it's this way, and then across. Now that sideways A is Hebrew for God, or El. So the first thing I thought of was, I think of the Lord of the Rings, and is it the Eye of Sauron, the Eye of Sauron. Everybody is watching, literally God's eye is on America at this time, and that solar eclipse, I think, potentially is when these sorts of things, specifically in relation to organ donation, will actually be revealed. So I'm just going to, I've not done a reading like this before. I'm just going to shuffle some. I've already pre-shuffled cards. Um, but I'm just going to pull some cards. I'm just going to see if we get any further information. I don't think I want to use that deck. Pop that there. I'm just going to... Ace of Swords on the bottom. The Truth. Two of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. Let me lift those up. Two of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. Do I want three? Five of Cups. Oh, I've just got this awful feeling. Oh my goodness, and on the bottom, the Ace of Swords. Literally, my heart is racing. So Two of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, it's a card of balance, but in this scenario, it's not. It's one person giving to the other. So it's an exchange, and it's an exchange. And the fact that we've got the Seven of Swords here, it's deceptive. You've received this organ and your life is amazing, but what of the life of the person and the deception of the circumstances in which it's come? And the Five of Cups here, your 2 cups are full, but the 3 cups are down on the side of the family. Oh, and the Ten of Pentacles, all done for money, which is essentially what a, you know, if somebody's desperate for an organ, they're going to pay whatever price they're going to pay for it, which is the truth, which is what we've got here. And look, Knight of Swords, somebody coming in with the truth. Goodness. Okay, let's have a look at this Two of Pentacles. Actually, I am going to use that deck. I am going to use it because there is a lot of, in this deck itself, there's a lot of devil. There is devil energy in here. It's a love deck, but there's devil energy in there. Tell me about this. Oh, goodness. Tell me about this Two of Pentacles. I'm going to take all those. Three of Swords. Now that card did come out, so it's come out again. That is heartbreak. Three of Swords. Pain in the heart. And I don't know how it happens, but I have a feeling, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but in certain cultures, certain religions, you have to be buried within 24 hours of passing away. And so if you pass away in a prison or away from your family, or, you know, then is I don't even think that people who, you know, steal organs from bodies even go that far and thinking that far as, oh well, they're being passed away for longer than 24 hours. Well, now we can take their body and take what we want from it. But I actually don't think that somebody who does this sort of stuff has kindness in their heart to even think of that. I just think that they think of this Ten of Pentacles, which is the money. Seven of Swords. Three of Pentacles. But it came out upside down. Three of Pentacles is wanting to build a solid foundation with a group of people. The fact that it's upside down is that that solid foundation has been built under the Seven of Swords, which is illusion. Five of Cups. Yes, can you see those cards? I wonder if you can see that. Let me just move those up. Oh yeah, you can see that. Just move it back down a bit. Okay, Five of Cups. Oh, look. This is making me want to cry. Five of Cups under the Five of Cups. Somebody's happiness is somebody else's heartbreak. And I think until, you know, until, I mean, I don't imagine that if you've purchased and, you know, purchased illegally on the black market an organ, you ask where it came from. I think you're so desperate that you don't care. And maybe when these people realize where these organs have come from, they will then be in that Five of Cups energy. Because currently, I mean, to me, this is the family, or this is the person who's lost their life, and this is the family. But then it becomes the heartache of the recipient. Tell me about this Ten of Cups. King of Wands often comes across to me as somebody egotistical, and I say it all the time, all the gear but no idea. Yeah, they have life, but at what cost? And who is the cost? Everybody else. Look at me, I'm so strong and healthy with my brand new kidney. And the Hierophant is the foundation of where that's come from. Seven of Swords here, all an illusion, but it's all coming out. And as I said before, with that solar eclipse that's happening in America and the eye of God on America, it's all coming out. And as I said, we've got the Ace of Swords here. It's all coming out. And in my head, and I don't know whether I'm just going to say it, in my head here, and I've seen lots and lots of stuff about, lobby groups in America fronting the finance for political campaigns in such a way and to such a degree that organisations can't, or individuals can't, say anything should they see that something is wrong. So should they see that something is happening in the world, and whether it's the gun lobby or anything like that, they can't actually say anything because their campaign is funded by these big lobby groups. So if you are somebody high profile in American politics or politics anywhere around the world, and you know that a family member has been the recipient of something purchased on the black market, you're not going to stand up and defend. Ten of Wands. You've got two tens, 10, 10. So this is it's all coming out. Ten of Wands. That's a heavy burden. And I know as a parent, it's quite easy to say. I mean, I would jump in front of a bus for my kids. You would do anything. Wow. Okay, I'm going to pop him there. I'm just going to get some extra clarification. Well, we've got the King of Wands on the bottom. Two King of Wands. Okay. Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. I think in this scenario, this Queen of Pentacles is how this particular individual, these particular individuals, whether it's a community of individuals who are currently seen in the public eye as trustworthy, honest individuals. And once this information comes out, people will walk the other way once the truth is seen. And as I said, we've got this Ace of Swords. Once that truth is seen, they will, yeah. Seven of Wands on the bottom, defensive. Okay, let's have a look at this Seven of Swords and Three of Pentacles. What have they got? The Empress comes out upside down. Not somebody that you want to invest your time and energy in anymore. Not the nurturing, caring person that you thought they were. Not somebody that you want to build with the Three of Pentacles. Somebody that you find quite deceptive with the Seven of Swords. So the Empress upside down is nurturing yourself for self-gain. Okay, Five of Cups and Five of Cups. I'll die if we get another Five of Cups. It's just gone on the floor. Five of Pentacles. 555. So in this row here, we've got 555. That is change. Things will change. This person, once this information comes out, this person will be abandoned by those around them. Once it's truth, with the Ace of Swords, and underneath you've got the Knight of Swords. Once this truth comes out, this person, these individuals will be abandoned because of their trickery. Oh my God. And I was about to say it's an eye for an eye. Underneath, on the bottom, is the Justice card. Look at that big eye. My goodness. Okay, Ten of Pentacles. Do you want to come out? Yes. Ace of Pentacles. What they thought was a gift of life to somebody within their family, their, what they thought was a gift. I think we as individuals, we are going to get a gift of truth, and it goes back into that Pluto and Aquarius, when you realize that there is trickery in underneath what's going on. We receive the gift because we receive the truth, and that truth will come in and around that solar eclipse. That truth is going to come over America. Page of Swords, again, truth. And it's bubbling under the surface. If you're like me, you can sense stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get an angel. These are my angel oracle deck. So I'm just going to get an angel guidance. I'm going to get a couple of cards actually, because I do believe that there are angels working within the realm of this message and what it pertains to, so that this truth comes out. Okay. Number 36, Menadel, protects your employment and preserves your livelihood. So this has to do with potentially there's individuals within, and I think of that man who set himself on fire. Individuals within organisations that are actually aware. Not party to, but actually aware. And that's what eclipses do, don't they? They bring forward information. Number 63. Oh, no, we're mirroring here. 36 and 63. And annual, travel, business, banking, and commerce. That to me is individuals in these illegal rackets, illegal organisations, trafficking these human remains. Interesting. It's pretty gruesome, the whole thing, really, when you think about it. Imagine if that was your loved one. Okay, and we've got 62, ear hell, wisdom and philosophy. So that's truth. Truth is being revealed. And on the bottom, 59, Harahel, fertility and abundance. Abundance in knowledge, abundance. Fertility is this Empress. Yeah, horrible. Just horrible. Okay, this is my Divine Messages Oracle deck. I'm going to see if there's any further messages in there. Fertility and abundance. And what I was thinking was just about that song. If you listen to the song, in the end there is closure. So closure for families who have lost their loved ones, closure for those families to find out actually what happened, and potentially, you know, for individuals who are the recipients, unknowingly or not unknowingly, maybe an opportunity at some point, like in that song, to connect with with you know, these mothers who have lost their children, connect with them. I don't know how that happens in the midst of grief, but within that song there was closure for her. Her heart was healed knowing that her son's heart was alive in somebody else. Wow, I mean that takes a lot of forgiveness. Okay, let's have a look. Any messages? I don't want to take those. I want them to flick out properly. Telepathy. There's whispers of this, and like I said, you know, I've been hearing that song. There's whispers of it. Whispers of it in the air. Whispers that these families who've lost their loved ones. Whispers that they're hearing. Whispers. Tying up loose ends. And this is when it's all coming together. So I think the angels at the moment are tying up the loose ends in terms of revealing that you know, this is all going to come out. And this is what I said at the beginning, divine timing. I didn't say divine timing, but I said it was all part of the plan. That song that won the Grammy Award was meant to win the Grammy Award, and it will all come into divine timing. It will all become part of this elaborate plan, I believe, by God to come forward with this truth in terms of the depth and scale of this organ donation. Organ donation, it wasn't organ, illegal, August, illegal, why did I say August? Maybe it will come out in August. Illegal organ harvesting. It was all part of the plan. And that song is part of it. For some reason, I've just got this feeling that it's part of it. Part of it. Patience and perseverance. It's taken. I mean, you look at like, and again, I know I saw it, but I can't. And it was on a news. It was on a news one, so it wasn't even some random person on Instagram. It was on. I did try and Google it. I can't find it. So if you do find it, let me know. But that investigation, I think it was by the FBI, 10 years to arrest these individuals. 10 years. And a lot of these things actually take, I mean, maybe it will take the whole lifetime of Pluto and Aquarius. You know, you look at cases like Maddie McCann, I mean, how long has that been going on? And they still haven't charge that man, even though they know, even though they know. Okay, now finally what I'm going to do is I've got a little container here. Now I usually just use this in my love readings for initials and stuff, but I wasn't going to use it, and I keep looking at it and I think, no, I meant to use it. There's messages in here. It might be letters and initial, well, they've all got numbers on them, and they're Scrabble tiles, so they've got letters and numbers on them, and it might give us further clarification, so that if you come back to this reading in 10 years time, you know, God forbid, it might be the initials of a country that gets tied up in this. It might be the initials of a politician or a public figure or something like that. So I'm just going to give it a bit of a shake. It is a bit noisy. I want to make sure. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to take those. Okay. W4, W4, A1, that's an I and a 1, F4. Now I know it doesn't say what there, but as soon as I saw that, I saw what if. What if this was actually the truth? God, just horrendous. Z and a 10, S and a 1, R and a 1. Whatever it is, it's all coming out in divine timing. R and L, G2, think of the G2 summit, V and a 4, a C and a 3, B and a 3. I know you know what I'm doing. Great Britain. The VC, I don't know if it's in other countries, but in Australia, VC is the Victoria Cross, and it's given to soldiers who show great gallantry in battle. Now we've just had a massive, it's been going on for years, trial of a soldier that received the Victoria Cross in Australia. He was the most decorated soldier in Australia, and it's turned out that he committed war crimes. Well, I don't know whether he's been charged yet, but he received this VC, and yeah, so now I think he's been stripped of it because it's been shown that he was doing things in the battlefield that didn't align with the international guidelines for combat. So killing people, just yeah, lots of horrendous stuff. So that got stripped from him. And funnily enough, his name was actually, or is actually, Benjamin Robert Smith. So there may be further synchronicities in the name Benjamin. It's interesting that that's there because it suggests to me, and look, we've got the number 7, 4 and a 3, which is those 3 solar eclipses that have come across America. Something is actually going to come out in terms of illegal organ harvesting. And as I said before, I slipped up and I said August, potentially in August. I don't know when the next lot of eclipses are, but yeah, that's very interesting. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave it today. I will link that song in the description box. I'm not actually sure what I'm going to title this reading. I'll have a think about that. But listen, thank you so much for your time. Truly grateful for anybody who watches my readings. If the reading did resonate with you, give it a like. If you want to comment, please feel free to comment. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, you're most welcome to do so. As I said, I will be posting more of the channel information that I receive, and I'm also just about to do my next segment in the Pluto and Aquarius love stories. Be doing that in the next couple of days, but this is where I'm going to leave you. I wish you a lovely rest of the day, and hopefully I'll see you again next time.